Diving back into Elaine Cottam's testimony, and this is fairly explosive in the sense that Elaine Cottam provided a witness statement to the court in the case against Julie Wolstenholme and her Cleveleys Post Office branch related to shortfalls with Horizon. The only issue seems to be that Elaine Cottam says that she isn't aware that there's a civil court or isn't aware that there's ever been a court case, and actually isn't really sure she actually provided a witness statement even though it's signed and dated. The confusion continues, but it's best explained if we just jump straight into the inquiry.
We can see that an offer was made, if we go to page 44, to Mrs. Wolstenholme for the subpostmastership of Cleveleys on the 9th of November 1999. Yes?
Yeah. I can't see that far down now. Oh, yeah, 9th of November.
First sentence, I'm delighted to inform you your application has been successful. Yeah. And the date is in the top right, 9th of November 99.
Yeah.
And then within a couple of months after that, is it right that the Horizon system was installed into this branch?
I don't remember the date.
Can we look?
I bet she does. I bet she remembers the day that a system that changed her life was installed.
Please, at page 7 of this bundle, this is your statement to the civil court back in 2003.
I didn't know there was a civil court.
What? How? What? You didn't know there was a civil court? You've made a signed, sworn statement to it. How can you not know that there isn't a civil court? I mean, most people would know there's civil courts anyway, whether or not they've been inside one or not, but you would remember providing a statement, surely.
The first I knew that there'd been a court case was when I got this bundle of documents.
What? She can't be serious now. Who did she think she was providing a witness statement to? Let's just clarify this. Elaine Cottam here has provided a sworn statement to a civil court that she didn't realise exists, still doesn't realise exists, and only became aware of the fact that this case, which happened nearly 2 decades ago, actually went to court. Is she serious?
You provided this witness statement to the civil court.
Oh, I don't remember doing that.
What? How many times did she give statements to court? I'm sure she said this hasn't happened a lot or at all. Surely this is kind of a big event in somebody's life, providing a witness statement in a court case. It's not something that you do every day before breakfast, is it?
It's got your name and your signature on it.
It may have, but I don't remember doing it.
So is she trying to say here that she hasn't done it? Because, I mean, that would be a revelation that I'm sure the court would be really wanting to hear about, because it certainly looks like she's done it by what Jason Beer's saying. Her name and signature's attached to it.
Let's see whether what you're recorded as having written is accurate. Paragraph 8, you deal with the report we've just looked at. I've actually looked at some of the things you said, whereas this statement doesn't include anything about your positive recommendation. But let's go to paragraph 9.
So what does paragraph 8 say? Whilst there was no formal interview and whilst there was no requirement to do so due to the fact it was a family transfer, I did complete a report on candidates for sub-postmastership. The report indicates that Mrs. Wolstenholme has provided detailed plans, both financial and operational. As the transfer was a family transfer, as well as not requiring a detailed business plan, the post office did not require evidence of funding. Okay, so that's stuff that we already knew, isn't it?
Thank you. There's the letter that we've just looked at, the 9th of November it says 2003 here, it's 1999 in fact, letter. Yes?
Yeah.
And then paragraph 10, you said, in the early part of 2000, the post office installed the Horizon computer equipment at its post offices and sub-offices. The installation of Mrs. Wolstenholme's post office was completed on or about the 9th of February 2000. If you told the civil court that in this witness statement, is that likely to have been accurate?
It's likely to have been, yes.
Wait, we've gone from I didn't write that statement, I can't remember writing that statement, to well, yeah, what I've written is likely to be accurate. I'm trying to keep up with this ping pong ball that seems to be bouncing between I did it, I didn't do it, I didn't, I did, I did it, I didn't do it. I mean, clearly there was the typo on paragraph 9 because clearly the transfer wasn't completed 4 years prior to the application being successful. But wow, my head's spinning at the moment trying to keep up with whether she did write it or she didn't write it.
And you continue, the original installation had been aborted on the day of installation due to problems with the ISDN line. And so was it right that there were problems with Horizon at Cleveleys from the very first day?
You can't say that. You can say there were problems with the ISDN line.
Well, which Horizon's going to use, so he's merely stating there's a problem with the Horizon installation.
So
the installation of the line. I can't say there were problems with the Horizon from that day. It says there it was due to problems with the ISDN line.
Let's scroll down then. Paragraph 11. You told the court that following the installation of Horizon, postmasters, sub-postmasters and their staff had two helplines which they could call in the event of any problems. One was the Horizon System Helpdesk, which I'm going to call HSD, which dealt with technical problems encountered with, for example, the system crashing or in relation to the hardware or software. The other helpline was the Network Business Support Centre, which I'm going to call NBSC, which was run by the Post Office, which dealt with the general use and working of the system. Is that all accurate?
Yeah, two helplines. The staff had two helplines, Horizon Helpdesks, and the other was the Network Business Support Centre. Yeah.
Okay, can we go over the page, please, to paragraph 12. You told the court Mrs. Wolstenholme persisted in telephoning the Horizon Helpdesk in relation to any problems which she had with the system. And generally, these problems related to the use and general operation of the system and were not technical problems relating to the system.
Well, how very dare her asking for help when she needed it. I presume the inference there is she should have rang the other one. But come on. Literally, you want help with Horizon, I'd ring the Horizon System Help Desk as well.
Copies of the call logs for the period 10th of January 2000 to 30th of November 2000, together with a brief analysis of the calls to the Horizon System Help Desk, which I prepared following Mrs. Wolstenholme's suspension, are at pages, and then you give some pages to an exhibit.
And look at how many pages there are there. 28 to 112. You know, it's 82 pages, is it? No, 84 pages. I mean, that's a lot of calls. That's somebody asking for help there, definitely, with that many calls. You know, that many pages worth of transcripted calls to a help desk.
Whilst there were some problems at other branches, they were not insurmountable, were often due to the system crashing or were general teething problems. So just dealing with problems at the Cleveleys Post Office with Horizon first, and then turning to the last sentence there, problems at other branches in a moment. You, in this statement, exhibited, attached to this witness statement, call logs from the Horizon Help Desk for a period of the 10th of January 2000 until November 2000, 30th of November 2000. Yes?
I don't remember getting these call logs. I think I've got them in the bundle now, but I don't remember asking for the call logs.
Well, memories are better at the time, aren't they? And that's what you said in your witness statement, so I guess we're going to have to believe you at the time versus you now, because merely for the fact your memories of events is better closer to the time, isn't it?
It seems that you had them by the time you made this witness statement in October 2003, because you attached them to your witness statement and said, they're my exhibit, EMT, the EMT1, M being your middle name, or the first letter of your middle name. Yes?
Yeah. I don't remember them. I've got them in the bundle now. But I don't know why I would need them, really.
You mean...
But, well, you'd need them because you apparently appear to be launching some criticism against Mrs. Wolstenholme for calling the Horizon Helpdesk so many times for problems using the system, whether it's technical problems with Horizon or the use of Horizon. Both are valid reasons to reach out for help.
You
Because
don't...
I wouldn't really understand them.
In any event,
there were technical issues.
No, they weren't. I think the complaint in your own written statement says actually she was ringing the Horizon System help desk with problems that were just general use of the system and not technical problems.
I mean, you know, due to the system crashing or general teething problems, but I couldn't do anything with that.
No, you said that was what your experience was in understanding the problems at other branches. But there's quite a clear indication in that witness statement that actually what Elaine Cottam's saying here is that actually Julie Wolstenholme's problems weren't related to technical aspects of the system, but were to do with the use of the Horizon system, which presumably she expects her to contact the other helpline for.
Mrs. Cottam, you're getting a bit ahead of where we want to go. At the moment, I'm just asking a question that you appear, is this right, in a statement made to the court in October 2003 to have exhibited some Horizon Helpdesk call logs as your exhibit EMT1. And
which court was this? I haven't been to court.
No, it never reached court.
Oh.
Post office settled.
Oh, right. Well, I didn't even know there'd been any sort of court case until I got this bundle of documents.
What did she think she was writing the witness statement to court for then? Generally, I would expect that courts would only ask for witness statements if there was a case about to proceed to said court. I could be misunderstanding there because I'm not a legal expert or a court officer, but that would be my expectation. I don't often find that, well, I don't ever find that I've got random requests for me to submit witness statements to court cases that aren't happening.
We've got a witness statement from you signed with a statement of truth which says, I attached to this witness statement 84 pages of call logs and my analysis of them. Okay, let's start on the basis that that is what this document shows.